I think we were going to link the front, the React to. You showed us how to do it, just to call the API. But,
yeah.
I think we were going to do more like the search inputs, which we did a little bit of search input too, actually.
So let's see. Let's bring this up. CD golf course app. Here and start. And then golf course API.
That's kind of more of my question is how do we like pull the information and show it, display it on the front end?
Okay, so let's kind of review what we did yesterday and kind of see what endpoints we should be adding to our site next. Why are you giving me an error? Okay. Localhost 3000. That's not my golf course. That's my golf course. Oh, there we go. All right, so yesterday we built a simple React app on top of our API. We also built that API. Let's kind of dissect what we built yesterday. Let's start off with the controllers. So we added two controllers, a courses controller and a search controller. The courses controller is for getting, adding, and deleting golf courses. We haven't been able to update yet. We haven't done that yet. But let's just kind of look at this. For our get, we're saying, hey, connect to my database, and then return to me all golf courses. For my post, hey, whatever golf course you give me, I'm going to add it to my database and then return it to you. And for deleting, we're finding it, deleting it, and returning an okay question.
When did we create the golf course database? Because I was trying to figure out in my head, and I don't remember when we do the post is when it's actually creating the database, correct?
It's not. So it's creating database before that. You create your database whenever you run the migrations and the scaffolding and stuff like that. Good. Yes.
This is like the syntax that you would be doing like for the homework as well.
Yes.
Right? Like it's pretty much the same thing.
Yep.
That's tonight's homework too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. While we're on that subject,
Yeah.
Tonight is going to be is going to be finishing that homework, and then I'm also going to assign a second homework assignment tonight. It's not due until Monday.
Cool.
So it's going to be a little bit bigger, but you don't have to start it until like Thursday.
And you're off tomorrow.
And you're off tomorrow.
What sort of thing?
What sort of bigger? It'll be building me an API plus a simple UI on top of it.
Nice.
Oh,
I
that's
like it.
actually not that bad.
No, it's not. Because remember, there's also Capstone.
Okay, that's a whole lot worse.
You know,
Yeah.
that's a thing. So yeah, that's kind of, it'll be assigned either today or Thursday morning, depending on when I get to it.
How did you I wouldn't worry about it for that.
I wouldn't worry about it either.
It's a lot. It's taking me so.
Yeah, React Bootstrap. I mean, We can do a 30-second tangent on it. What package are you using?
React Strap is what I've been using.
React Strap. So, do we know what Bootstrap is? Sort of, kind of, maybe.
It's a cheat code to level up.
It is. It is a.
Down, down, left, right.
At a high level, the people at Twitter, the developers at Twitter, said, "Hey, we're not designers." So they went, "Hey, you want designers and front end people? Build us a CSS framework and a design idea, so that we can just kind of plop stuff inside of the app and be done with it." So all of our forms look consistent, all of our buttons look consistent, and all that other stuff. Hence, they open sourced it, released to the public. Hence, Twitter Bootstrap is born. Developers all over the world are like, "Hey, we're not designers. We want something that kind of helps us get there." Hence, this is widely adopted. This is the best one as of right now. Bulma looks pretty awesome, not gonna lie. But here's Bootstrap. And all Bootstrap is at its core is just a series of classes that do stuff for you. So like, so you could build stuff that looks like this. Relatively awesome. Now what's cool about Bootstrap is that there's something called themes. Yeah, you've probably seen this page out on the internet somewhere, right? There's something called Bootstrap themes. Bootstrap themes allow you to plop customized Bootstrap templates onto an app. And all they do, they follow the same class names. So the same CSS class structures are all there. But the actual like CSS properties and attributes are different.
They're selling those?
What?
They're selling those?
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, people make them and sell them.
Jeez.
Yes, sir.
You get judged by other developers for using this.
Depending on what you're trying to sell.
Do you care if you get judged by other developers for using this?
I don't.
Like
Definitely.
I use it. Like here,
What
like
do you use just Bootstrap?
yeah, I use Bootstrap and then I customize it from there. Templates and themes are not really. I don't think they're worth it.
$49.
And there's free ones too.
I was looking at the free ones, they're not great, honestly.
No.
I mean, you get what you pay for. Like,
The themes are cool for like
$49
consistency.
so
If you want to change
decent
the color of your
for
buttons with a
somebody
theme
design on
and your
the
header
website.
with a theme,
mhm.
rather than just standard Bootstrap and having to do it yourself and make them all consistent. You can pick a cool. That's the only thing I use themes for. Is just consistency and a color variation that I like. That's it.
That's really as far as I go to customize Bootstrap. Is that I'll have like my own customizable Bootstrap like color file
Right.
that just says, "Hey, my primary color is no longer that light blue. My primary is now green." or
Right.
something.
Exactly. That's it.
And really over here you can actually export a customizable copy of it. Where are you? Download. Yeah, you can actually somewhere around here. Source files. There is a way to do it. I don't know where it is on here anymore. There's a way you can like kind of like select like what features you want, and also like be able to change like the basic colors and stuff like that. You know, so like that's cool. So yeah, so that's Bootstrap. It's just a CSS framework. It's not a magical silver bullet, but it's pretty awesome. It gives you kind of a shared language to be like, oh, this is a button. This is class BTN primary. I know what it's going to be. I can change those two classes, and all my buttons will change colors for me. It was pretty awesome in that respect. React Strap. Let's check this out real fast. npm install. Danger. Yeah, that is a Bootstrap class for the danger color.
I did have issues with this trying to get React Strap imported. So
Oh, really?
yeah, Jeff was using it. I was using a different type of React Strap. It was like
Seems pretty
Bootstrap / dash React.
Mhm.
I found React Strap, which I liked a bit better. That's what I was going to start from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
If we were to jump into one of them, what do you think we should?
So like this feels good enough
Mhm.
without only seeing a button. Like,
You can go to components up at the top, and
yeah,
it'll show you some good stuff.
There we go. So like, okay, yeah. So this doesn't like, oh, okay.
Like card is really nice.
Yeah, card.
Jumbotron's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Looks very similar to what my portfolio is gonna look like.
Yeah. So like that's pretty awesome. Like that's cool. That being said, for your portfolio, unless you're planning on doing something with React, like something really cool, I would just make an HTML CSS.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even bother trying to get like React Chef for your portfolio or anything like that. So at that point, I would download a free theme and just customize it real fast. Have you done the portfolio talk yet with Catherine or and or Tony?
Tony, yeah, she talked to us about this.
Okay.
She showed us some.
Yeah. It's like free bootstrap themes.
Probably take a boot swatch. No.
No.
There you go, wow slider.
What did you say about recommending Bootstrap and Portfolio and whatnot?
Yeah, like I would type in free bootstrap template unless you want to show off your design skills and your CSS skills. I would pick a template and then just customize it. Just type in like free bootstrap template and be like, okay, I like this template. Can I actually see it? Can I view a demo? This is it. So like, hey, I like this one. I can easily change this to being me, to being my name with maybe my languages that I know. Here's my projects.
And see all that animation that's doing all of that?
Yeah.
That's all built in.
Yeah, it's all built in. I could download this,
That's so you literally
template,
change the text and it
change some HTML, and it's fine.
It's fine.
What is that?
Cheating.
What?
It's cheating.
It's getting it done.
It's literally a
Like that's the thing. It's just getting it done.
I don't have time to
You
do
just
that
go
with
top.
CSS.
Mhm.
Free bootstrap.
Yeah. So like
I mean, it looks good.
it looks good and it'll get you there. If you're not trying to show off CSS skills and stuff like that, like that's perfectly fine. If you want to show off like, hey, I'm awesome at CSS and I'm awesome at design, check out my custom made portfolio. Like that's a selling point.
Right.
But at that time, like you need to invest time in it then.
Right.
If you just want to go, hey, I'm a developer, I'm a full stack developer that I can stand up a website, Bootstrap.
I mean, it shows a lot too because we weren't taught Bootstrap. We have to go out there and kind of figure it out on our own. So
Mhm.
I like to say, hey, I taught myself how to implement Bootstrap.
Yeah.
On top of the CSS that I know how to do. Here's some projects with CSS and a Bootstrap app.
I'm trying to figure out if I want to use Bootstrap or Bulma.
But I feel like Bootstrap, if we all sit down and work on it, I feel like in about 2 hours we'll all be pros at Bootstrap. So I would focus on building APIs and things like that. That's just my
Just to answer that question with my own thoughts, is for your portfolio, I would do Bootstrap. Not knowing what you want to sell yourself as.
Sure. Not a
I
designer, that's
What?
for sure.
okay.
Not a designer.
Then you know what? Bootstrap a template
Yeah.
for your portfolio, and then for your final project, use Bulma.
Okay.
Because from what I've seen, Bulma's good for actually working in, while Bootstrap's good for themes. That's what I would do.
What's the difference?
Are there Bulma themes?
I'm sure.
I'm sure there are.
Or, yeah, I guess.
Bulma swatch. So yeah, so like here's kind of like some themes that are like these aren't as pretty as the other themes.
Oh, this looks like a calendar extension for Bulma.
Yeah, there's something called a Bulma timeline.
That's the thing you were telling me about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll. Oh, so much to learn.
I know, I love it.
I do too, but there's not enough time.
There's plenty of time. You just gotta fucking buckle in. It's a
That
lot.
is true.
It is a lot, but there's
Plenty of time. You have 31 days.
Yeah.
But who's counting?
You are.
All I know is 31 because it's on November 30th.
Yeah.
It's 32. 30 days has September. 31 days. 30.
But if you put 8 hours a day times 30, that's 240 hours, 240 man hours on a capstone and a portfolio should be a significant amount.
31 days.
But that's saying that you devote all of your time.
8 hours a day. It's a full-time job.
All of your time. No, but all of your time to those things specifically.
For sure.
It's plenty of time. Plenty of time for learning APIs, building APIs, learning Bootstrap, learning Balma, learning all that stuff. Plenty of time.
What is that noise that keeps coming out of here?
It's my anxiety shifting gears.
Yeah, right?
Oh.
Oh, APIs.
So, what do we want to talk about today? We want to talk about, we did gets, posts, deletes. Let's do a put. Let's do a put.
I'm with Andrew.
I'd definitely like to do a put, and if we have time, maybe stand up one more database.
One more database. Kind of do it again.
That would be cool.
Kind of do it
If we
again from
have
scratch.
time.
Cars or something.
Yeah.
Practice.
Let's do
Even if we just stand it up and then literally change the golf course context something, I'll copy and paste and change a few things. It'd
Yeah.
just be cool to see standing up the
So
database.
let's create a put.
Okay.
Let's create a put. Take a 10-minute break and then come back and create a new project based on something else. How does that sound?
Great.
Cool. So going with this, let's go back to what we want to do. We want to do a put, because a put's going to be an update, right? Remember, it's an edit. Put API/user or not.
So what's the difference between a put and a push?
Post, you mean?
Post.
Post is creating, put is creating, put is updating. So post creates something, put is saying, hey, I want you to update this thing for me.
You can update,
One item.
and
Like-
then, but so when I did put, it still added an item to my database yesterday, I'm pretty sure.
I make sure you set your verbs up right.
I did add or something.
Yeah, whenever you get your
Yeah.
these tags, because this should be an HTTP put.
This would be like, so post would be like adding a new golf course, and put would be like updating it from pro to amateur.
Yep. So a put is going to return something. Right, it's going to return the golf course that was just updated. So give me the latest version of that golf course. And now it's going to take some parameters, right? According to our URL structure, we're going to have the ID of which one we want to update inside of the URL. And then that means that the rest of the data is going to come from the body. Right?
Okay, so from body.
Yep. So we're going to have a from body golf course. And we'll call this updated data. And just kind of get it there. We'll return updated data. We didn't actually do the update yet, so we're still missing. But we also want to add one more thing. Where are we passing it the ID? Instead of the URL, right?
So that would be ID instead of golf course?
So,
Yeah.
congratulations. I haven't heard that in forever. Oh, that's like a flashback.
We've been hearing it every day for 2 months. It
brings back memories. Because that was back in the days of like LAN parties.
Yes.
Oh,
God, I used to smoke 50 of my friends constantly. Take them all on.
so I worked at a Boy Scout camp,
Yeah.
and our tents had power because we were staff. So we would set up. We had 4 different tents that were playing a massive 16-player 4v4. And you would hear that, and you just hear someone in another tent yell, "Fuck you!"
We were all across my house. We were like upstairs, downstairs.
Oh
living.
yeah, like
Yeah.
oh,
That's awesome.
The good old days.
when LAN parties mattered.
Yeah, man.
Do you remember LAN centers?
Now it's
Yes.
Like go pay
Central.
$15 to play like Counter-Strike all day?
Yeah. Oh, that's
Sounds like a deal.
That's why I have it, because it's just a good nostalgic.
it really is.
I feel like whenever I make something like a ringtone or my alarm, it makes me like
hate it.
not like it anymore.
Yeah.
Immediately just like hate hearing it.
I hate
I
hearing my alarm sound.
I've become more of a traditionalist. Like I used to like customize my phone like ringtones heavily and stuff like that. Now I don't even touch them because like my phone is usually on silent, so it's all like the default dings and stuff like that.
Yeah, mine has been for the longest, and I was like, Halo. I looked it up and found Tide the Leader and the intro. I was like, fuck yes.
Done, yeah.
Gotta do this. Alright.
So we're saying, hey, we want to put this ID, we want to update this item inside of our database. But now we also need to pass in the ID as well. So int ID. So now we're looking at the URL saying, hey, which one are we updating? And then we're saying, hey, give me the data from the body. There's one more thing we have to put here. From route. We're saying, hey, look at the route that we're heading, look at the URL, grab the ID from there, populate it here. But all the other data is going to come from the body.
I see. So from route is saying this is where you're going to get the ID from, and it's an int.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense.
So now let's actually do the update.
I see. And then from body, so body is the actual what, JSON. Would you call that the JSON?
Yep.
I understand.
So now we actually need to do the update. So let's grab var old version, old data equals, var db equals new
It's golf course, right?
golf course context,
That's a context.
db.golfcourses. Same way with delete, we have to find it, do our thing, and then save it.
So you have to. It's the save
Action.
Yeah, first or default.
right.
Course dot ID equals ID. All right, so now we have old data. Actually, we'll call this golf course.
Does it still save the old data or it's right over it?
So now we have the golf course and not the gold course.
Gold course.
And then we say what we want to update. We want to update the location equals updated data dot location. And whatever properties that we want to update, name, number of holes, par, rank,
I need that on all of them.
and that,
Oh, that's okay. So
what else do we have?
I don't remember. I think it was just par, rank,
And
total yards.
Yep.
Do we have number of holes too? Yeah, we do. Oh, you got another.
So actually updating the values to all the new values. We're saying, hey, disregard all the old values except for ID. We want to keep that the same. And then we want to save it back to our database, db.savechanges. We're saying, hey, find it, update all the values, and then save it.
can you show us that?
Yeah, sure.
So that right there is so we can put all of those, but if we only want to change total yards and we don't do anything to anything else, it's just going to save what was already there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna rewrite it. What I mean is
So-
not gonna rewrite it with a blank thing.
This will.
Okay.
This will. So it's taking whatever we pass in and overriding what's there.
Okay.
So that's what a put is doing. A put is saying, hey, here's my whole new golf course. I want to update that row with all this data.
So you're pretty much defining what the put is right there.
Yep. So let's see this in action. I want to bring up Postman. I want to update New Orleans to have a rank, just to have a rank. If I come over here now, I'm going to send off my courses, make sure everything's still working.
Did you do .NET Watch Run?
I did.
Okay.
So where's my New Orleans? New Orleans. I'm going to grab that. Make a new one. HTTP :// localhost 45000/API/courses. And it's going to be a put, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to throw everything inside of the body. Make sure to change it to type JSON. Everyone always forgets that, including me. We see that it is the ID 10. So I'm going to make this 10. So I'm going to say, hey, go to number 10, update the information for 10. It's going to take all this and override it. I wanted to add a rank of pro. So now when I send this, I get my 200 back. Notice that the ID is 0. We didn't pass in the ID, so we need to make sure that whenever we do that, we want to return the ID. So instead of doing the updated data, let's return golf course, as we should. And now let's update the location to downtown New Orleans.
Be a crazy course.
It'd be a fun course. We should have done mini golf. I like mini golf so much better.
It's really not too late golf
Just
courses.
super competitive in mini golf.
Oh yeah. My favorite course. Have you been to the one over at Disney?
No.
It's an actual miniature golf course. They took like an actual like golf course and shrunk it down. So, like it's hilarious. Like there's sand pits.
Need
There's,
this in my life.
yeah,
Wow.
it's like each hole's like 100 feet long or something like that.
Next to the salon.
Yeah,
That's,
like it's so much fun.
I gotta
Yeah,
take my
It
kids
takes,
there.
like
takes like a minute each hole. You're like waiting.
like it's nuts.
Crazy little miniature golf course.
It's so many. See, but now we have, hey, we can now update it and post it. We can now actually update individual items.
I see. That's way easier if you're gonna do it from body to just copy the whole thing and then update each one.
So like when dealing with stuff in Postman, that's why I always kind of make a get first,
Yeah.
because that JSON schema you're going to be using it a lot,
Right.
and I'm lazy, so it's like let it give me what JSON it wants, and then just use that.
Just use that. Because I was thinking that would be bad if you'd want to do each one as a put. But so now I guess I'm like, well, I'll ask you this. Like on an admin page or something like that, I'd want that into individual puts.
Yep.
I'd want that in individual puts. so
Depending
that
on
don't
what you have to do, yeah.
Cool.
Any thoughts on a post? I mean, it's very similar to what we have been doing. It's what's our inputs, what's our outputs, what are we doing, how are we querying the database?
I feel like getting to this point, like once you're to the point where you're actually doing your posts and your deletes and your puts, you can
Mhm.
really kind of struggle through. But I'll be happy to see us get to this point one more time.
Oh, yeah, like this is easy to hook up to a front end. Like it's just now a series of forms and a series of fetches, which you all have been doing for the past 7 weeks.
I can literally go steal it from my own projects if I have to.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
I might.
That might be part of your weekend assignment, or that might be an assignment coming down, like build an API for an app that you built already.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
Okay.
You know,
Whoa.
That's actually cool though.
Yeah, like
the
it's
letter API would be really cool if we could build the letter.
so it's 10:47. Let's take a 13-minute break. Kind of stretch yourselves out a little bit. Get back some fresh air. At 11 o'clock, we'll come back and we'll build another website that does something.
Awesome.
Cars.
Yeah.